Good morning, everyone. How are you? How are you today? Okay, for today's, this is our first meeting, and I want to introduce myself. My name is Harsa Permata. I graduated from philosophy from Gajah Mada University, and bachelor and master. And also, I was given a chance to study in England for 2 years, uh, from 2017 and 2018. And also, I have been teaching as a lecturer since 2014, and also I have an experience to teach as a teacher since 2005. Okay, if you have any question, you may deliver it in the Zoom meeting or Google Meet. Okay, for today meeting, we will discuss about uh, ethics and religious philosophy. Our first meeting, so it will be introduction. So I will introduce to you about ethics and philosophy. Okay, this is our our list, the list of topics for this class. For the first week until the third week, we will discuss about ethics and philosophy of science. And for the fourth week, I will give you quiz. Yeah, such an easy quiz. Don't worry. And for the week five, there will be no class because it's a Good Friday, a red uh, holiday, it's a school holiday, university holiday. I'm sorry. And for week six and seven, we'll discuss about ethics and philosophy of education. And week eight and nine, we'll discuss about ethics and philosophy of politics or government. And week 10, again, I will give you quiz, a simple quiz. Don't worry. And 11, no class because it's Idul Fitri. Because I cannot conduct any class. I'm also having holiday at the time. And week 12 and 14, ethics and philosophy of religion. And week 15, we will review and we'll discuss about semester materials. And week 16, there will be quiz 3 or final exam. I think it's more difficult than quiz 1 and 2. Okay, there will be a learning approach. Okay. I will use like the combination of lecturing, discussion. I will ask all of you to discuss in groups, and there will be a group work, only one, I think. And um, the methods for us is a discussion, question and answer, case studies, and group work. And student tasks, quiz, and also group assignment. And for media, course, Google Meet, Zoom, and Discord because we are having an online class. Okay, this is the book references. So yeah, sorry for the small s. Yeah. Okay, and philosophy, the basic. I will provide to you the PDF. This is the easiest book about philosophy that I have read, and this is another two books, ethics, a very short introductions, and the ethics of science. I will give you the PDF as well. And so this is the philosophy of science by Stephen Tolmin. It's quite yeah, a bit more difficult than philosophy the basic. Okay, next, this is the evaluation and grading. This is the percentage. Yeah, quiz number one, I will give you 15% if you uh, from uh, from all of the grade. Yeah. And quiz number two, 15%. Quiz number three, 40%. And group assignment is 30%. And this is how, if you want to get A, yeah, your overall grades have to be 80 minimum, minimum 80. And for B is minimum 70, maximum 79. C 60 to 70, 69. D 50 to 59. E 0 to 59. And this is the class rules. I think it's quite simple. Be honest. I always appreciate honesty. And the second is obey the academic rules, and also dress code. You have to wear an appropriate clothing. Yeah, because I have an experience of a very bad experience. Uh, while I teach in one class, there is one student that does not did not wear any tops, so it it made all of the class laugh, and it embraced. It made the students kind of embrace. So you have to wear top, yeah, appropriate top, appropriate clothing. Number three, students have to attend all the classes, and if you unable to attend one or two classes, the student has to provide a letter of statement that explains about the condition of students or your conditions. Okay, okay. Next, about ethics. What do you know about ethics? What kind of thing ethic is? Ethics or ethic? Okay, I will begin with a picture. This is, do you know, what is this picture? Okay, I think this picture is about Aristotle teaching his student. Okay, in the class, uh, if 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 there's anyone know the name of the student, please mention it in the class. And Aristotle is the student of Greek philosopher. Okay, you could mention it in the class, the name of the philosopher. Okay, ethics literally or etymologically derived from the ancient Greek words ethos. It means habits, customs, or things that we always do, we always done, customs, character, morals, feelings, attitudes, and ways of thinking. Aristotle, he was the one, the philosopher who used the word ethics as another name for moral philosophy. Okay, this is also the picture of Aristotle and his teacher. Okay, please, in the class, if there is anyone know the name of the teacher of Aristotle and the student of Aristotle, please tell me in the class. Okay, this is there are three definitions of ethics. Number one is uh, number one. Okay, the science of what is good and bad, and of moral rights and obligations, about value and norm. So this is ethics as a science or moral philosophy. Number two, ethics as a code of conduct or as a set of rules that members of an organization or people with a particular job or position must follow. Yeah, for example, if you join the lawyer organization, you have to follow several code of conduct. Yeah, I think the most famous one is uh, one lawyer could not defend two person with conflict of interest. Yeah, I think there's one most prominent code of conduct. Lawyer. Number three is ethics as a values about right or wrong that are used as a guidance by group or society. So this is ethics as a system of values. For example, like in my hometown, if there is one most important rules in my hometown, he or she could not get married to someone with the same tribal name, or same marga, or same suku tribal name. My tribal name is Tanjung, so I could not marry a person with tribal name Tanjung, which is why I decided to move away from Sumatra and I went to Java and marry a girl without any tribal name. Okay, okay. Next, that is the definition of ethics as a system of values. Okay, values. We are talking about value. You know the picture of this one, the basketball athlete. I think this one is the most prominent athlete in my time. His name is Michael Jordan. Uh, he used to be the most valuable players almost every year. And this one is, you know the name of this one? You could tell me in class, yeah. I think this one is the most valuable player in football or soccer. And this one is gold. What do you think about gold? Do you think this gold is the most valuable thing in the world? Okay, please tell me your opinion in the class. Okay, value and norm. This is the topic that we discuss oftenly in ethics. Value is something good or something that always has a positive connotation, and essentially is the attribute or quality that inherent in the object and which makes the object meaningful. For example, like if you like cookies, and you will consider cookie as the most meaningful thing in the world. That is so it means that the most valuable things in the world for you is cookies or pizza or spaghetti, anything. Okay, and the other branch of philosophy that discuss about values, which are ethics, of course, is axiology or philosophy of value. But the difference is, if in ethics, uh, the discussion about value is more in practice context, but in philosophy of values, it's more abstract than uh, ethics. So it's in philosophy of value, discuss about value as a value, not value as uh, the meaning of action, or not value as the one who guide uh, a person to act, something like that. But, this is in axiology. We discuss about philosophy of value, value as a value. Okay, norm. Norm. What is norm? An accepted standard or a way of behaving or doing things that most people agree with. So that's from dictionary.cambridge.org. And actually, the norms is, if we want to implement, if we want to apply the values, we have to reformulate it, the value into norm. So the real form of value is norm, and the strongest norm is, in reality, is the legal norm. Okay, philosophy. What is this thing? Etymologically or literally, philosophy derived from Greek words, yeah. Philos and Sophia. Love, philos, love, and Sophia. Philanthropy, uh, love human. Anthropy is human. Philos is love. So philosophy is the love of wisdom. So philosopher is not the wise person, but the one who loves wisdom. Uh, Terminologically, yeah, philosophy is there are two definition of philosophy in terminologically. First is as a view of life. The second is as a science that conducts a study until the essence. So, as a view of life, almost every person in the world, uh, they they must have their own view of life, except for someone who losing their minds. But I'm not sure about their view of life. Probably they I think even a crazy person has their own its own view of life. Second, as a science that conducts a study until the essence. So uh, it's not stop. The philosophy is not stop only to what we could see or what we could observe, but the philosophy always continue until the sense uh, beyond beyond the beyond the reality or behind the reality. That is what the essence is. What is truth? Can truth be known? Of course. Truth. Truth. The meaning of truth means there is a match between knowledge and its object. And true knowledge means knowledge that is suitable or in accordance with its object. So the true knowledge has to be objective. Okay. How do we know the truth? How do we decided that this thing is the truth? Okay. There are four theories of truth. First is the correspondence theory. So truth is whatever corresponds to observable reality is true. So if, for example, if there is one statement, yeah, I saw Vladimir Putin entering the Kiev. So if we're using this theory of truth, we need to uh, have a look directly. Uh, Vladimir Putin entering the Kiev or the capital city of Ukraine, or we could watch the video or live videos of Putin entering the Kiev. And number two, the coherence theory of truth. Um, if we want to know the truth, uh, we need to make a logic and coherent. Uh, we need to make a logical and coherent. Uh, s- uh, s- we need to set our statement into logically and coherently from a set of axioms. So the claims are true if they follow logically and coherently from a set of axioms. For example, if you want to use this the coherence theory, um, if there is someone stated that I saw Putin entering the Yogyakarta, for example, yeah, and if we want to know the truth, we need to ask from another person. So, uh, what is the logical? What are the logical reasons about your that support your statement. Uh, how did Putin entering Jogja, through where, or using what, for example. Or you could ask another person, around 5 to 10% that could give a logical explanation about Putin entering Yogyakarta. Okay, that is the coherence theory of truth. Number three is the consensus theory of truth. So the truth is what everyone agrees to be true. Yeah, just like the law, yeah, the or uh, tribal law, like in my hometown. Yeah. Almost everyone agrees that a person could not marry another person with the same tribal name, yeah, which is why that is becoming the consensus. Yeah. So no one dare to marry to a person with the same tribal name. So that is the truth in that society. Number four is the pragmatic theory of truth. So one claim is true. Uh, the truth is uh, anything that benefited or useful to you. For example, like a few days before this, I was given uh, a cure for corona from a friend, like a traditional medication. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, two papaya leaves and two pieces of ginger, and wash it until really clean, and then I put it in the blender and using water, and after that you have to drink it, but it's really bitter. Yeah. It's the bitterest thing. If it's too bitter, you could use 2 spoon of honey to make it a bit more sweet. Okay. Um, the proof is my mom. She got corona a few days before, and I gave it to her uh, this traditional medication. And I asked my sister in Sumatra to make this and give it to my mom. And after two glasses of that drink, my mom is uh, feels she felt much better. And this is an example of the pragmatic theory of truth, because this it's benefited my mom, yeah, and me and my sister as well, yeah, because she also drank the traditional medication as well. Okay. Okay, that is the four theories of truth. Okay, scientific methods. What is this? Okay, if we want to simply understand what is scientific method, first is observation, and then goes to theory, and then generalization or universal statement with predictability. And if this generalization is a good one, it will be considered as a law of nature. For example, like if there is one scientist making an observation about uh, how is the impact, yeah, of two leaves of papaya, and also two pieces of ginger, and using blender and water to 10 people, for example. So he or she, the scientist, will give this traditional medication to 10 people, and he or she will take a note, yeah, and then after that, he or she will make a theory. So based on that scientist observation, yeah, the two leaves, two papaya leaves, and two pieces of ginger, and also honey could cure corona. uh, and after that theory, of course, she could produce a generalization. And if this traditional medication could make a good impact to everyone, it will be a law of nature. So two papaya leaves and two pieces of ginger and two spoon of honey could cure corona. That is only an example. Okay. So this is the I try to make it simple: observation, theory, generalization, universal statement, or and next is the law of nature. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah, thank you for listening. And this is several questions to discuss. Yeah. We will discuss about this in the class in the Google Meet. Okay, thank you for your kind attention. See you in the Google Meet session. Okay, bye bye. Good morning.